loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bag.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
I'm Brian.
And we are coming to you from inside the Comic Crypt in Eatontown, New Jersey. And we have the second part of Swamp Thing for you. Not a whole lot to get into other than just get into it.
Knee deep in the swamp.
Like what's her face? We can't just leave it alone.
Yeah, just always running back.
Chapter 6. So this one starts with, they don't tell you who it is, but it's Jason Blood. And if you know comics, you know who Jason Blood is, and you can clock him immediately.
The Demon Etrigan. There's not too many people that have red hair and a white stripe.
Right. He's characterized really weird for me.
Rogue.
We are in Louisiana.
Where's that southern accent, y'all?
He's characterized really weird in this.
He is... at times, it depends, man. Because Etrigan can be like...
No, Jason Blood, not Etrigan.
Okay, but still, like, there's... I've seen different inflections of who he is. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, this Jason Blood is kind of douchey.
He's fucking weird.
Yeah, like, does things for no reason, just kind of like...
So I'm going to try to get through this a little quicker, like, because it's just... He gets off a bus, and a guy's, like, trying to, like... He's like, all right, basically a talker, like a salesman's been talking to him the whole trip. Yeah, he's trying to sell him a loft installation, right?
Yeah.
And he tries to give him a card. He's like, oh, I don't need that. He goes, oh, come on, man. He's like, oh, no, I don't need that because at 5:32 this evening, you're going to be impaled by a swordfish.
Yeah.
And he goes,
what? Yeah. Right? What do you say to that?
Right.
It's like, are you going to do it? What?
He stops by Third Eye Books and Paraphernalia, buys a painting and some amber incense, which I love that there's just bongs in the back.
Yeah, dude, I kept waiting for the painting to mean something.
Nope.
He's like, I'm going to buy that painting.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and he talks about the painting a little bit,
mm-hmm.
and he's like, yeah. And you're like, all right, so what's the painting got to do with shit? And you keep waiting, and next 3 issues, and then never bring up the painting again.
Not once. Just him being weird.
Fuck!
This is the thing that, like, made me laugh, and I was just, like, it's so stupid. He gives $13 to a priest collecting donations and laughs for a full minute.
Does he, like, did he check his watch?
Imagine that happening. Someone puts money into a collection plate and just goes
for a full minute.
For a whole minite.
It's like fucking...
Have you ever laughed for a minute?
It was like Dr. Evil and Austin Powers. You sit around the table and laugh, and then they stay quiet and laugh again. Like, oh, wait, we're not done.
Wild.
30 seconds.
just because he put $13. 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a collection plate.
Evil number. Ooh.
Crazy.
If I were a priest, I would have been like, hey, dickbag, put 666 in it. then laugh. Then laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fucking, that's what I mean. It's just fucking weird.
For nothing. Yeah.
Wild.
And then we're in the swamp. Because where else would we be?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, at this point, Abby is just like in a beer commercial. Her clothes are soaking wet. You're like, all right, at this point, they're doing it.
They're playing in the swamp.
Yeah, this is weird. She's married. She's rather spend time with a shrub.
I mean, if Matt was my husband, I would rather spend time with him too. Also, giant snapping turtle, fucking take your hand off.
Yeah,
shit, like
again,
her
like
just swimming in it.
It's not a backyard pool. It's a swamp.
Yeah.
Stop swimming in here with gators and turtles and shit.
Yeah. We find out that Abby's getting a job, and she's going to be working at Elysium Lawns, a center for autistic children.
Yeah, she's going to get like an introduction kind of deal.
Yeah, it's like her interview.
Before her first day.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And she meets Paul.
Paul is a disturbed young man.
Yeah. He's a new patient. He is compulsive about spelling. He needs things to be spelled correctly, or the Monkey King will come and rip you apart.
And he doesn't. Abby, in case we haven't mentioned it, has like a reverse Bride of Frankenstein hairdo. Mm-hmm. She's like white hair with black stripes on the side.
Yes.
And Paul, after spelling the name and going, right, Abigail, Abigail, right. Paul doesn't really like you, Abigail, which is also weird because the kid's talking in the third person. Mm-hmm. He's like, you're too witchy.
Yeah.
So great first impressions.
Sure. I mean, good instincts, kid.
Then the kid wobbles off or whatever thing, and and she gets to sit down for her interview, and they're like, "Yeah, well, that's the kid we're going to put you with. The kid that doesn't like you, that's who you're going to work."
Yeah, you're going to be working with this guy.
Wonderful. Like you don't have anyone else. The kid who thinks I'm a witch.
Mm-hmm. But he's also drawn pictures of something he calls the Monkey King, which is just a weird white monkey that's ripping people apart.
Yeah, dismembering other patients.
Yep. Good stuff.
Good stuff. That's the kid I want to work with. Thanks.
We see Jason Blood at an auction, and and he's walking out with a Ouija board, and he just runs into some guy, and they get to talking, and he tells the guy next summer he'll be in jail for manslaughter. Just laying out weird fucking prophecy to strangers he talks to.
Yeah, he tells his wife that she doesn't want the lawn chairs.
Yeah, he tells him that his wife doesn't want the lawn chairs.
Yeah.
Because he thinks he's getting sweet lawn chairs.
Right.
Then we find out that Matt is jealous that Abby's getting a job. And
not that she's spending all her time in a swamp with a plant
right.
man.
That she's getting a job and she's excited about all the kids she's going to work with. And he's like, "You're not excited to be around me?" It's like, because you're fucking drunk at home crying all the time. Why? This lazy fuck.
And you talk to tiny women.
I'll tell you the answer.
Do you have a job? I don't know what Matt does for a living besides talk to
he gets drunk.
things.
Yeah, he gets drunk by himself. Well, not by himself.
Then he gets major creepy because, like,
Bro,
she leaves her wet clothes on the ground and changes into a dress.
This
to
changes
go to her
his
job.
tone completely.
Yeah, because he makes her discarded clothes get up and get on her knee. The clothes get on your knees and apologize to him. For abandoning him.
Like, he was just being weird, like doing his own thing. Now he's being like weird, angry, controlling.
I mean, bro,
in like a passive-aggressive way because he's doing it to her clothes.
I get it, man, but this is like for her, it's like shit or get off the pot. If you're not into your husband, then fucking go marry a swamp thing.
I guess, but he can't fucking talk to his own wife about it. Like, he's got to do shit like this.
But like, what is he? I'm sure as this story progresses, I'm sure he's a villain. But like,
oh yeah.
We have 7 issues of this guy just talking to fake women and monsters that aren't. He hasn't done anything wrong here.
Yeah, he's just like the biggest like kind of like, all right, but what's your deal, guy?
Yeah, like at any point he could be like, listen, I'll work on myself if you don't run off to the swamp.
Right? Can we go do something together? Maybe.
Like. The further the story progresses with Abby and Matt, I miss Liz and Dennis. Can I have Liz and Dennis back?
Yeah, I'd rather have that awkwardness other than like a failing marriage.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Abby.
Can we do it again? No.
But Abby, that's the problem. Is Abby doesn't bring anything to the table, and she might later on. But like I said, she's always like the damsel in distress. And in this story in particular, she kind of steps up and does like a heroic thing.
Yeah.
But not in a way that advances her character in any way. She's like, all right, I'll do it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nothing there for me.
Right.
We get the explanation of how Paul's parents were killed. By the way, the auction was them selling off all the shit from Paul's parents' house after they were killed. Right.
And that is they die or get murdered using a Ouija board.
Don't use a Ouija board.
Spelling out words that basically summon a monster.
Yeah.
And Jason Blood got that Ouija board.
Right.
At the auction.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so they summon a monster. That's the Monkey King. It's like a weird little...
It's like a little white abominable snowman. Yeah, it's blue eyes and...
But it killed them both. And then the creepy part is it went up to Paul's room and snuggled with him.
And like licked his hand, kissed his hand.
Basically, it attached itself to Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we find out that auction house guy, his wife didn't buy the lawn furniture. She bought what is very clearly a swordfish wrapped in rags, being strapped to the top of the car. And he's just like, this is stupid. And she's like, shut up. It's my money.
And out of like the jerky husband who's going to jail and the soon to be dead salesman who's going to get impaled by the swordfish, this woman's a bitch.
Yeah, no one in here is nice.
I would have rather seen her go to jail and get stabbed by a swordfish.
Right. She bought it.
Because she is very not cool.
Guys, if you're going to strap a swordfish to the top of your car, tail first.
Guys, if your wife buys the swordfish instead of the lawn chairs that you discussed, strap her to the roof and put the swordfish in the car.
My grandpa had a sailfish stuffed, or whatever.
Yeah.
He caught off a bridge in New York.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool that he bought it.
caught it.
Yeah, caught it.
Yeah.
Better than like
It wasn't huge. Maybe like 5-6 feet from like tip of the nose to the tail. But yeah, it was cool.
That's pretty neat because you would just be like, hey, I caught that.
Yeah. It hung over the couch in the living room my whole life.
Neat.
Yeah, until I got ruined in Sandy.
That sucks.
Yeah. So Swamp Thing feels like there's something wrong, as do all the animals in the swamp, and he relives his death as Alec, as he's walking through the swamp, like the burning and stuff.
Which I get that it was a traumatizing thing, but I feel like we should be past this.
I'm gonna say if I died in a horrible explosion and burned to death, I'm not gonna forget that.
Yeah, you're not gonna forget it, but
a hot wind's gonna go, oh fuck.
Sure, but like we went through this enough in the first like Woodrue issue, and a little bit in the very first issue. Do we got to go through it in every story arc? Do we got to see the Waynes get killed in every story arc of Batman? No, I don't need to relive.
Batman thinks about this shit all the time.
I know he thinks about it all the time, but do we actually have to see images of Alec Holland running and
It's not. It's minimal.
It is minimal. And he's got nothing to do in this story up until he needs help.
Right, but it's an emotional thing, and it's getting into his head at what he's feeling at the moment.
All I'm saying is, couldn't we have thought of something different for him to do? Like, couldn't we use the title character differently than rehashing the trauma?
No. He's got to be wistful and ruminating in the swamp while other stuff happens, and he comes and punches it and then goes back to the swamp. That's the story.
But what? Like, this is Alan Moore, man. This is like Master Scribe Alan Moore. Couldn't we like go into some deep metaphoric shit where like the Green is warning him about the danger, right? Like he feels. But that's part of it, right?
Yes, this is happening because of that.
Yes, but like have it be more direct than him reliving the death thing. Like, I get the whole first part is like the Green's warning him something's...
And the shadows are growing longer. Something is wrong. Something's been wrong all day. The birds are silent in the branches. He can hear the roar of the explosion, hear the dreadful sizzling, bubbling, and popping.
Right. But instead of, like, it manifesting in him reliving the details of his skin sizzling and popping, couldn't it, like, show him... the dark waters of the swamp where he gets images and other like
it's all personal, man.
It's just it seems like overkill. Like I don't need to.
He screams and falls and wakes and thinks, "What is it that comes with autumn?" And knows it's fear. Because Halloween's coming.
Yeah, because Halloween's got the same thing when I read it too. But it's like if you read like a RoboCop comic and it started like every first issue of every arc is like watching him get blown away.
I got my dick blown off.
I don't need to see it again and again and again, bro. I don't.
I think in that moment, I think it was used fine. I think it was used fine. Because you're afraid when you're melting to death.
I like the page layout, like the huge side
effective.
profile of the face and the gators in the swamp and shit. But it's like, man, at this point, you should be doing some. Invoking of power and learning how to use the Green and shit and communicating with it more properly. Not like, hey, relive your shit.
Nah, he's just a swamp guy.
Yeah.
Doing swamp stuff.
Yeah, sizzling.
Remembering the sizzling.
You ain't got no flesh, but you remember how you sizzled like bacon?
We see Jason Blood using the board he bought at the auction in a ritual. There's candles and a circle and all this other shit. And he finds out that the board spells out an invocation.
See, this is like the detective work that I hope Swamp Thing would do.
Nope.
Did you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like
he just gets a vibe and goes, "I'm gonna have to go punch them."
But if the Swamp had given him visions of other shit, like
sure,
like how they died and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
some yellow fuck is gonna talk in rhyme is gonna come talk to you.
Right.
So Abby ends up getting hit on by the guy from the bus earlier, the guy who sells the loft installation. He's standing in the street looking for his card to give her.
He is aggressively trying to give her.
Yep.
Installation.
When auction guy, we see him and the wife goes, "Bobby, for God's sake, look out!" He slams on the brakes. The swordfish goes flying, and it hits the dude square in the chest.
And it is not a swordfish that someone caught and had mounted. It says "Made in England" on it. It's like a metal swordfish.
So, I think this is a legit swordfish.
Yeah.
Because
like it doesn't have detail. There's no like eye.
Well, it's flying.
But it rips out of the covering, right? Which like I was like, okay, it's in covers, so it's kind of abstract looking. But this does not look.
So you know how like taxidermy, like with animals, what they do is they take the skin and they put it over a dummy body, form, right? With fish, none of the fish that you get is actually what you caught.
Okay.
It's all fabricated. It's just modeled after what you caught.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe it's all fiberglass.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Huh. Mm-hmm. So they actually have, like, Made in England stamped on them and shit?
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, it could be what you said, but it's just how I took it. Just, again, from my experience of having a stuffed
One
fish on
house?
the wall.
Yeah. No, it's...
Yeah. It's literally just, they take a form and they paint it to look like the fish you caught.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to go on the artwork, whereas, like, does not look like a real fish at all.
I mean, it's moving really fast.
It is moving fast.
I mean,
like, those lines could be motion lines.
I get what you're getting with metal because it's like that blue-gray steel kind of look.
Yeah, it looks like metal. It looks like silverish metal.
And there's a little, like, ting!
Yeah, there's a shine off the tip. Yeah,
maybe it could be. It doesn't matter. Whether this thing was a metal or not, it murdered this man.
Got the job done, either way.
Yeah.
Then Jason Blood approaches Abby in the street and creeps the hell out of her.
Yeah, which, by the way, this is the first cameo appearance of Constantine.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Sting.
Right? It looked very similar.
Yeah.
But you notice how all the extra detail they threw into that face? I was like, that's striking, and I actually like searched it because like there has to be somebody because there's too much detail in it.
She shouldn't stand so close to him. That's uncomfortably close. Why is he in that panel, like looking over her shoulder?
He's like, huh? So she leaves the crowd. And she's distraught because she's crying, and Jason Blood follows her, and and he goes, "We got much to discuss." And she goes, "Okay, who the hell are you?" And he goes, "Who the hell indeed?" Forgive me, Miss Cable. My name is Blood, Jason Blood. This overly dramatic, like fuck, like I'd run away from him immediately. Like, right away.
It's like, has anyone ever told you are the creepiest fuck in the world? They have!
But the thing is, we get to a couple other pages, but, like, the beginning of the next book is them sitting down having a cup of tea. It's like, she walked away with this guy.
Yeah, no.
She has no, like, sense of self-preservation.
Stranger danger.
Huge stranger.
Sting, will you come help me? Will you call the other police and help me?
I would have maced Jason Blood and ran away. Why are you talking to me?
Get me some help.
I just saw a man die.
Put a message in a bottle. Something. Put on the red light. Get me out of here.
We jump over the pall, and the Monkey King is visiting him in his bed. Like it appears as an apparition, right? And in the little boxes all around, basically it wants to be told what to do, but Paul can't because he's an autistic child. So it just does what it wants to do instead. And what it wants to do is consume the fear of the sleeping children in all the rooms around Paul. Like, it is a really creepy thing of it licking its lips, and it's gross.
Yeah. It also licks Paul's cheek, and
because it loves him.
Yeah, it's connected to him in a weird way. They don't really say whether it's like protective or
I don't think it's protective. It's just bonded to him in some way.
Yeah, but like there's signs of affection.
Yeah,
nuzzling his hand. It's like a dog, like. Weirdly, like, hey, I'm going to go torture your friends, but be kind to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being my tether.
Chapter 7, A Time of Running, and it starts with them running. It is, once again, Abby and Swamp Thing
Abby is
running
back
through
in the swamp.
But they're hauling ass through the swamp this time.
Yeah, because of the raccoon.
Hey, raccoons got rabies.
The opening 3 panels are of an adorable little raccoon.
You want to fuck around with a raccoon, man. They're cute and stuff.
This thing's not foaming at the mouth.
That's true. It's in its home.
I would be the dumb ass who gets bit by a raccoon.
Like I said, we jump to Abby and Jason Blood having a nice cup of tea together. And he warns her to watch after the children and to save as many as she can.
And these panels are weird, too. They clearly draw a fish tank in wherever they're having tea.
Yeah.
They clearly draw the fish tank in the background. But then there is an up-close panel of Jason Blood's face with goldfish on
just
either side.
Yeah, it's just like, really weird, yeah.
What the hell, bro?
Then we cut back to the two of them running through the swamp, and Abby is like physically having to push through to keep going. She's in pain, and they're headed to Elysium Lawns, which I guess everything in this book is just butted up against the swamp because it's Louisiana.
I don't know if I clocked this the first time. It says Arcane's her maiden name, so Liz and her are sisters.
No, Abby is Arcane's daughter.
Yeah, but isn't Liz in Arcane too?
No,
I thought Liz was in Arcane.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
nope.
What's Liz's last name?
Don't care.
Don't care.
Tremaine.
Tremaine.
Yeah.
Tremaine. Okay.
Yeah.
That rhymes. Etrigan must love these people. That's why he showed up.
It's so
Tremaine Arcane.
So easy to hang around them. We hop back to Liz's first day, and she's at the door hesitating to go in to her first day of work, and she finally girds herself. She goes in, and she gets immediately attacked by a naked kid named Vince, who's just chanting "Animal, animal, animal, animal."
He likes the Muppets. We can't let him watch the Muppet. Like, as soon as Electric Teeth come on, he's got it. You shut it off.
The other aides tackle him and roll him in a mat, which I guess is a thing.
I guess.
At least in the 80s?
Sure.
You roll someone mentally ill in a mat?
It's better than electric shock therapy.
Look, anything's better than electric shock therapy. That's torture. That, to me, I don't know how it calms them down to just, like, a big hug, but also being, like, restrained is really uncomfortable.
Pressure therapy.
I guess, because there's literally a dude sitting on him in the mat.
Yeah.
Anyway, he gets rolled.
He gets rolled. They stuck him for everything he had in his pockets, which was nothing because he was naked.
Tim, one of Abby's new coworkers, says they're all cutting loose this morning. So much so that they're out of mats.
Hell of a first day. They're going to have to start using mattresses soon.
Which is gross.
Right? And the other woman said it was gross anyway. She's like, half the mattresses have been soiled. Because, we don't even have clean mattresses.
Yeah, the rough stuff. Abby's new boss shows her a bunch of the kids have drawn white monkeys, similar to what Paul was drawing. Yeah, because they're being attacked by
the same thing.
Paul says Abby is going to die soon, and no one believes him about the Monkey King. Abby says she believes him. But he says it in such a...
But I hope I don't believe you about the dying thing. That doesn't,
He spells her name again and goes, "Hello, Abigail. You'll die pretty soon." Just like, oh, that's nice, Paul. Thanks. I'm gonna go.
I don't know when, but soon.
Yeah. Boy. Skip that. Abby goes back to the motel, and her and Matt are fighting.
How would you not fight with your husbands? Like, apparently we live in this motel. Get a goddamn job, you alcoholic. Buy me a house.
All he's doing is spending money watching. He's got a TV guide in his hand. All he does is drink and watch TV.
How does he afford to live in a motel? They're expensive,
right?
Daily wage. Like, come on.
His wife's going to work, so it's okay. He gets mad because she wants to go back to work to help the kids. Matt calls it a madhouse and says some really discouraging stuff about the kids, like what's he say? Here we go. One of them bit you on the leg, Abby. One of them swore at you and almost ripped your hair out. They throw up their food. They don't keep themselves clean. Just being a dick. That sucks.
I mean, I don't know. Matt sucks, but she ain't a fucking...
Look, I'd rather hang out with Abby than Matt.
I don't know. I don't like either one of them.
He says some more stuff. She takes real big offense to it, and she's like, hey, here, take the car. And she refuses it, and she starts walking.
I'll walk through the swamp at night by myself again.
Oh, boy.
Like, I hope a gator gets you, bitch. I'm gonna tie pork chops to your ankles.
And not long after that, she's just running. She said after a little bit, she's just running.
Through the swamp.
Yep.
With Swamp Thing.
She gets Swamp Thing. She doesn't have to explain. He starts running with her. He could feel it, too. And then they're on their way to Elysium Gardens. Or Elysium Lawn, I'm sorry.
But then she had a problem with running, too, didn't she?
Yeah, she's having a hard time.
Yeah, she's like, we ran the whole way. It's like, now you're complaining.
It's like, you're really big. You can carry me? Come on.
Yeah, now you like the swamp guy. And you're like, oh, why you
know how hard it's going to be running in a swamp? Everything's all gloppy and
Right?
It's
sucking
really,
your shoes off, yeah.
Bad. But they get there too late, because the Monkey King is already there pulling Paul out of bed. So it's there to feed on fear and the more it feeds, the stronger it gets. Also, whatever you're scared of is the form it takes, which is a nice little throw-in at the end that maybe you could let us know that was going to happen earlier.
Yeah, right.
A little more mystery thrown in. Maybe all these people are seeing different monsters.
Yeah, it's they go down a little rundown of what the different patients see.
Mm-hmm. And then out of nowhere, Etrigan pops up, and this motherfucker starts running all over the place. And it's one of the reasons I hate Etrigan is because of the rhyme scheme.
Yes.
I do not like it.
You jealous of the rhyme and the rhyme routine?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Has there never been a hip-hop thing with him?
Yeah, Etrigan should wear like a Flavor Flav cloth.
No, just anything. Just even a riff. Even just to like someone having lots of fun at a special somewhere. There has to be him rapping somewhere, right? Like
no one can rhyme like the
but
demon
he
Etrigan.
he rhymes in iambic pentameter, right?
Yeah.
So it's even hyper specific into that. Stupid fucking character. So he makes a super dramatic entrance into the building to help fight the Monkey King. Matt's had enough. He's been drinking and decides he's going to go out and look for Abby, and he ends up wrecking his car. Which, good. I don't understand why this is here. The fucking billboard where he crashes says Burma Shave.
I don't know.
It's just hyper, like, right in the front of you.
Yeah, like why that's in the forefront and the crash cars
I
in the
imagine it
background.
would have some, like, significance, but I don't know what it is. Chapter 8. By Demons Driven. Okay, we pick right back up with Etrigan's dramatic entrance, and now he's rhyming even in his internal monologue. Which is just, can we just do dialogue? Can we just think normal, maybe? Paul gets loose from the monkey's grasp, and Etrigan attacks the Monkey King. Abby grabs Paul, and guess what? She does her favorite thing. She runs into the swamp.
now endangering a child.
Right. But this is the heroic thing I said she did, where she actually takes some initiative and helps someone else that's not herself. Swamp Thing starts fighting the Monkey King as well, and we jump over to Matt in his car wreck.
In a whole lot of pain.
Yeah, he's roughed up.
So like the Burma Shave billboard is upside down in the background because he's upside down. Mm-hmm. It's really raised that up. So maybe that was like the reference. Like we want you to notice this sign here because we want you to notice it.
Well, we also see that the car is upside down.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm just saying maybe that's the reason why it was in the forefront so big and prominent. Mm-hmm. Is because they want you to notice it in the background upside down.
I guess, sure. So he is dying in this car wreck.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still blaming Abby for not staying home with him. This is Abby's fault, not his.
Right.
And he sees a giant golden fly, and it starts talking to him. At first, I thought this was one of his like projections that he makes, but it's not because it starts trying to like wheel and deal him.
Yeah, it's offering him a way out.
Yeah. Abby's in the swamp with Paul, but with the Monkey King fighting Swamp Thing, Etrigan follows them.
Yeah, Etrigan follows him.
He takes Paul and says he needs to destroy him. He's the tether for the Monkey King to this plane. While he's saying this, we can see a big tree being uprooted behind him, and before he's finished his stupid rhyme, Swamp Thing hits him with that tree.
I hate this panel.
The bottom one?
No, I hate the panel of Swamp Thing hitting Etrigan with the tree.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That tree is coming out of his groin.
It's metaphorical.
Yeah.
It's because he's fucking him with that tree.
Seriously.
So, Etrigan shakes it off pretty easy.
Well, I mean, yes.
And then he claws an arm off Swamp Thing. And Swamp Thing very calmly
picks it up, back on.
Sticks it back on, it grows back in, and then he punches him with that arm. Abby continues to do her favorite thing in the world and run through the swamp holding a boy.
The Monkey King shows up in the tree above her, dripping drool onto her face.
Yep.
Gross.
Back to Matt.
Back to Matt talking to flies.
Yep. He agrees to let that golden fly crawl into him through his mouth.
So gross.
Mm-hmm. And the fly's like, hey, this is going to be unpleasant.
Yeah.
That's it. As the Monkey King attacks Abby, it transforms into Matt, which apparently her greatest fear is her husband. Which, just get a fucking divorce!
I was going to say, it explains a lot, but proactive?
Yeah, right? Just, take control of your life instead of fucking frolicking in the swamp. Paul's had it. He stands up to the Monkey King, and through conquering his own fear, shrinks it into the size of a little monkey. He just keeps yelling at it, yelling at it, until... This is a trope that comes up a lot in comics. I've seen this at least 3 times.
Where, conquering your fears?
Yeah, just your confidence level or whatever, it shrinks whatever the thing that's plaguing you into something very small that you can just hold in your hand.
It's like Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
Popping his stitches.
Mm-hmm. But when it's as small as a teeny tiny bug, Etrigan swallows it.
Yeah, plucks it out of Paul's hands and eats it.
Yep. And then he leaves a cryptic clue about Paul's parents' death with Abby. They used the board to unwittingly summon the Monkey King, but he says there was something else that nudged them to do it. And he's saying this directly to Abby. And she goes, "Wait, what did you mean?"
I mean, that kid is demented. They were trying to exorcise their child.
And then she's so stupid. So she hears this and she goes, "I gotta go," and she runs off by herself in the middle of the night in the swamp, leaving Paul with Swamp Thing. I like this part here. Swamp Thing asks Paul if he's scared, and he says, "Not anymore," and then they hold hands.
Can I go home now, please? Which is also weird, considering that home is a mental institution.
I mean, he's still being taken care of there.
I know, but if this kid is legitimately saved now, you're bringing him to a place he doesn't need to be anymore.
Well, his parents are dead.
I know.
So
this kid's life sucks now. They're either
better than being dead, or have a demon monkey kiss you at night.
Listen, man, you're going back to a mental institution where you're going to be like, "Hey, I'm good now," and people will be like, "Oh, are you? Well, we'll just see about that."
It might be a process,
right? Yeah, right. But it will be a process. It will absolutely be a process. You've been through a traumatic event. The whole building has been through a traumatic event that you were at the center of. So you were dragged off into the swamp by all kinds of weird people. That lady, she's getting fired because you got brought back by yourself. She didn't bring you back. You just came back by yourself.
Well, no one even knows he's gone.
Right. Or he ends up in an orphanage. This kid's life is screwed.
Well, that happened as soon as his parents decided that they were going to fuck around with the Ouija board.
Sure.
I like this little thing. There's a little lead up to this, but Paul goes, "And were you afraid?" And Swamp Thing goes, "Yes, a little." He goes, Jesus Christ. Paul goes, "That's good. I mean, it makes me feel better. I mean, if even monsters get scared sometimes, then it isn't so bad, is it?" That's a nice little sentiment.
Still called him a monster.
Yeah, because he's a fucking monster. Look at him. He's a swamp thing. He's not swamp guy, bro.
He is a thing of nature.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful thing.
No, he's not beautiful. Definitely not beautiful. He's not covered in flowers.
Do you hate plants?
No, I like plants. I have a garden. I maintain my, stuff. I like plants. Abby ends up finding Jason Blood, mid-back transformation, he's the fucking Wolfman. And then she realizes that he and Etrigan are the same person. And he offers really no help outside of that.
She's really smart when it comes to this. Oh, you must be him. But, I shouldn't leave my abusive alcoholic husband.
Yeah, right. But also,
I shouldn't stay out of the swamp at night. It's dangerous.
Yeah, and then Jason Blood doesn't help her with anything. He just kind of, walks off after some vague bullshit that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, yeah, the demon warned me about something. He's like, "Yeah, we're different people."
Yeah,
sorry.
He does that sometimes. Whoops.
And I like that. He's like, yeah, sometimes does that. Even sometimes he tells the truth. It's great.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if what he told me was bullshit.
Yeah. Thanks, asshole.
Yeah. You are no help.
Swamp Thing goes back to the swamp after returning Paul home, and Abby, who is walking down the road, is picked up by a perfectly unharmed Matt in a completely uncrushed car.
That fly was an awesome mechanic.
He does great body work.
In no time.
Yeah.
On the side of a road.
Yeah. And that is the end.
And the story is dedicated with awe and affection to Jack Kirby.
Mm-hmm. So that is it.
That is it. I think, despite a lot of... What? It was enjoyable.
Look, most we went over it already, so I don't want to retread it, but all of my critiques are in that first issue. There's some minor ones later.
There's minor ones later, like Abby's lack of good decisions, and just being an annoying character, just constant damselish.
Yeah, I just wish she was a better character.
Yeah, at some point, join the cast of characters of usefulness and stop just being this plot device of being saved.
Well, like we said too, where Swamp Thing is just he's a side character in his own book.
Yeah,
like you said, he's the cavalry. He just shows up, beats up whatever the bad thing is, and then goes back home.
This is the kind of shit that I'd want to see him fight, loggers or modern developers, people trying to
But does he do that kind of thing?
I don't know, but he should. That's the kind of shit I would want to see out of a character.
I think he, because of what he comes out of, which is the horror genre. I think he just fights monsters.
Yeah, but because he is the monster, he should be the horror element. He should be scaring the fucking terrorizing these loggers and fucking.
Well, then it wouldn't be horror for us.
I know, but like, they're supposed to be a kind and like soft spot for nature with him, you know, because he's connected to it and all that.
Yeah, it's the mossy bits.
Yeah, you know, like he should be monster Snow White. Like he should be hanging out with deer and talking to raccoons and crap like that.
But
like,
you're kind of putting your own intentions of what you think it should be versus what he actually is.
Yeah, for sure. But like, you know, you're never gonna break away from dwelling on your horrific murder if you just.
I would too.
sad, pathetic force of nature.
It came up twice in 8 issues.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
I know. I'm just saying, it's comic books, so a lot of shit's redundant.
Yeah, sure.
And we rehash the same shit over and over again. Like, at the point of, like, look what we've done with him modern day. He was part of Brightest Day, right? And he was part of that gate or whatever. I think he was the reason or connected in some way for that star forest that showed up in Star City.
I don't know.
But I'm saying that he's been elevated in so many ways.
Sure, but that's a time thing, too.
Right.
You're talking about 20 years between those two things happening.
Right.
More.
What's more like woke and hippie-ish than saving forests? And, like, come on. Like, this is what he should be doing now. Like, by this point, didn't he have, like, a borderline romance with Poison Ivy at some point?
I will tell you, literally, this is the only Swamp Thing I've ever read.
I know.
Ever.
Me too, which is part of the problem, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Does this make me want to read more Swamp Thing?
No.
Does this make me want to read more Alan Moore? Also no. But I would be against it. Like, I'm not against it. This did not turn me off from Alan Moore. I didn't know what to expect because I had never read this. I've read Alan Moore previously. I've read Watchmen. I've read We Did Killing Joke. I've read V for Vendetta. I've read his stuff before.
Killing Joke is the only thing I've read of his besides an awful Avatar book.
Oh, don't talk about those. Let's not even talk about those.
Necronomicon?
Yeah.
That was...
We don't need to talk about that.
No, I don't want to talk about it. It fucking scarred me.
Yeah, no, it's just not...
Stupidity.
I haven't read it, but I flipped through a trade. I was like, okay.
Straight garbage.
Yeah,
straight garbage.
He got fucking weird in the worst way.
Yeah. Straight garbage. But, like, I don't know. Generically, I've never been a fan. I can't get past the 3rd chapter of Watchmen.
No. Look, it's something we're gonna have to do
for
at some point.
Bored me to tears.
Right, but this is so we don't have to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got to fit in some Alan Moore. We both got to read something we've never read before, and it's neither of those books. Without
being something so familiar as Batman, this is probably as much as I would enjoy anything he's written.
Okay.
And clearly Killing Joke gets a leg up because it's Batman.
Because Batman has and he was a backup fucking thing in that whole book too. He likes sidelining main characters.
Right. It's funny. We've talked about it before, and I saw something on TikTok last night where someone was recommending their favorite like graphic novels, and now like my favorite Batman story is Year One, and I was sitting there, it's like rehashing what we said, and I'm like, cool, it's not a Batman story, it's a Jim Gordon story.
Batman is in it,
and so is Killing Joke.
Yeah.
Read it again. Read it again with the proper perspective.
This does not turn me off of Alan Moore, but it doesn't make me excited to read more.
I was already turned off Alan Moore. Like I already do not want to read anything he writes ever.
Part of like of us doing this is I like seeing that like you kind of soften up on some stuff that you had some hard stances against. You know what I mean? We're like my entire life knowing you. In that time, I've only heard you say negative stuff about Alan Moore. So you come to the table and go, "Yeah, it was good."
Well, all right.
I think that's enough.
Well, you can only go off what you know. Right. And in the past, when you've heard me rant about stuff, it is just on what I know.
Right.
I've never read any of this. But
that's what I mean.
Yeah, and we'll say 1,000 times when we're critiquing something, no one's gonna bat 100.
No, absolutely not.
But even the guys that you don't like aren't gonna strike out every time either.
Right. Look, he has a reputation, and he got as much work as he did for a reason.
Listen, I think The Killing Joke is probably one of the better Batman stories ever written. Mm-hmm. I just feel like when it comes down to that last page, he's personally giving the middle finger to Batman fans. Mm-hmm. I feel like, and he does it with the Justice League in this too.
It's a much lighter
for superheroes.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
Shines through.
Yes,
and it's like then don't do superhero shit.
You want to do comic books, you have to do. You have to. At this point, the indie scene wasn't healthy enough to support a fucking career.
But no hardcore fan wants to see you shit on their guy. You know,
he's taking digs
Yeah, he's taking digs.
But nothing's directly shitting. He made the Justice League look ineffectual. He didn't shit on them.
And people,
he does the thing with Batman where it kind of it changes the expectation. Doesn't shit on it.
And people can argue that you got to understand it's the pressure and the stress of the day that makes him snap and laugh with the Joker in that moment.
Yeah, but that's all reading into it in your own way.
Right. And
you can come up with a million reasons why he did it.
Right, and everything's an interpretation. Well, I don't agree with the people that thinks that he killed him too. It's just like, no, especially since.
Do you know what Batman should have done? Went back to the swamp.
Run back to the swamp.
Run back to the swamp.
But that's the thing. The minute they make a continuity, the murder thing's off the table. Right? Barbara Gordon's in a wheelchair. Guess what? He's alive. Right?
Right.
Done. So that argument's invalid. No matter what you think, no matter what was originally intended, that's off the table. Batman, for a guy who does not have powers, his discipline and his self-control are his powers. And after the Joker is done these horrific things, you do not laugh with him and share a moment with him. That's giving him a win. And that's my issue with that, is that, you wrote this great story. I love this story. And then I feel like you said, you're a fucking idiot if you like this guy on the last page. Yeah, and then I was like, well, fuck you.
But you're talking about a story that was a Jim Gordon story, not a Batman story.
Again.
Right.
Why I love...
He sidelined him in favor of Gordon.
But it's, why I love Alfred Pennyworth, why I love Jim Gordon. Right. These guys are responsible for who he is. Take him down by the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I got you. You. I'm just saying, to have you take something where you were not a Moore fan and go, this is another, positive thing you could say about him.
Sure.
Is what I mean. It's fun to see you soften up on stuff.
I can say tons of positive things about him. He sold way more books than me.
That big beard of his. Oh.
Listen, if I could live in the woods and fucking away from humanity, I would too.
Give me a swamp any day.
Right? Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about it?
No. Just that it was worth taking the chance on. So even if you're remotely interested,
I was pleasantly surprised, and I was pleasantly surprised it wasn't bogged down. It read real smooth. It didn't feel like it was too much.
I think if possibly I were more interested, that first issue would make me want to go back and read
just to get the context,
the origin, and really get
that's the big failing. Well, it's not. It's a failing on our part for not knowing,
right?
Not his part for doing it,
right?
We don't have the context going into it, so we are coming in at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with him.
It just makes me want to know more about the characters that we. What about Liz? What about Dennis?
Right.
What about
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think even not knowing, and even with the first issue having all that in it to make you kind of go, oh, well, I wonder. Mm-hmm. This is probably still the more interesting part. I think, from what I know, the character facing the fact that he's not Alec Holland and being this thing now is the open door to explore the powers and what
sure.
connected
Yeah, you do everything.
Is.
Yeah,
I think the window of opportunity is opened up right here.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good place to start. It'll send you in both directions.
Sure.
You want to know where he goes and the origin.
Right.
So
right.
I think if you're an Alan Moore fan and you like the art style, because I do think these guys continued the art style of Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, I believe so. And there's a lot of these.
Yeah.
He went for a while.
Yeah. And that's another thing that the Saga Swamp Things you can find they're back issues all over the place.
Yeah, we have a lot of these issues.
Yeah, so this is stuff that you can find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
It's attainable.
So thanks for listening. This is another long one.
There's a lot to decipher here.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on. It was a longer thing, but there was a lot to get through. And we, added all the extra shit in there. So if you would like to give us some suggestions for future book reviews, you could do that at thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. Or even if you just want to tell us what we did wrong, what we did right, anything, let us know. Feel free to contact us. You can follow the store on Instagram and Facebook. And links will be in the show notes. Go read your books.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eaton Town. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves, man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower that blooms in the spring. You were beauty, you were